Welcome back to the West Ham Network, everybody. 𝘽𝙧𝙖𝙙𝙮 and 𝘽𝙮 and old school hammers coming at you every week. Remembering the days West Ham were at their peak. From the bowling ground in Upton Park, where the greats were formed, to the stadium built for athletics. Our ownership model appears to be pathetic. 𝘽𝙧𝙖𝙙𝙮 and 𝘽𝙮 chat about the team and its players, with the live chat that we love so much, team tactics and the starting lineup, and many other topics. The Conference League title, a moment of pride, and a history we will never hide. Oh, remembering the greats like the World Cup winners, Warren, Peters and Hurst, 75 and 80s FA Cups, and 2006 when our bubbles were burst. Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. we start our little show, and we urge you to subscribe to help the channel grow. Oh,
Remembering the greats, hey? Welcome back to Old School Hammers this Wednesday night stroke Thursday morning over there in Aussie land. And me old pal Kieran, how are you, sir?
G'day, Sean. All good. Little bit cooler this morning, geezer. For the first time, I put a pair of tracky pants on, geezer. So not that necessarily need them, but it's nice and cozy to think winter's coming and it's yeah.
Love it.
The sun's just coming over the tree. Sun's just coming over them trees now, mate. I'm just about to get it in the back of the head. But
nice.
There you go.
Nice. Anyway. How's your week been, mate? Has it been good?
All right. It's been all right, mate.
I'm off for a minute. Yeah.
You know, up and down, watching all the games last weekend, and then getting nervous for the Palace game. Well done, Brighton at Tottenham. I was delighted with that last minute when I was watching that game. Watched the whole game and that, and I was well done, Brighton, then. Yeah. And it was disappointing at Palace, but it's still a point. It's fact in my plans. You know, my plans were it weren't Villa and City. It was the Wolves and Palace game, and I had them down for two wins. So I was disappointed that it's ruined my bloody planning up, Budge, you know, about survival. And so I wanted 3 points, but we didn't really deserve 3 points. Point was probably a fair result. Fair result for the team. So
and we got a bit of a big one coming up this weekend too.
Oh, every game's a big one, geezer now. Everyone. Yeah. I mean, if we could swap, I expect to try and get a point against Everton and maybe lose, but win at Palace. But if we got the point of Palace, then beat Everton, well, then we're back on track. These are probably a point up in my estimation.
That's where I was thinking. You know, I mean, this is a big one because it's like they calling it the Moyes Derby, aren't they? Certain people are calling it, the Moyes Derby.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, you know, I mean, we've just gone through the Nuno Derby with Wolves and that. So, why not the Moyes Derby? But, you know, also some big news has struck out today, or no, yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday, about her ladyship, Karen Brady, leaving the club, which is not unwelcome news, but very much a surprise for me. I wasn't aware that was on the cards so soon.
When them rumours came around a couple of months ago about her stepping down, I thought this could happen. I didn't think it happened now. I thought it happened at the end of the season.
That's the same what I'm thinking, Kieran.
Yeah, but it looked like, something was going down, right? And then you hear all the other shite. And then you think, my worry here is there's more shit coming. It's coming down the line, mate. It's coming. I'd love to sit here and celebrate that she's fucked off, but to me it indicates there's a lot more shit coming West Ham's way.
I mean, right, I just want to make a little point here on this point, right? That some of the other channels, and some of the guys, even like Russ and Anton on this channel here, have all sort of kind of been elated by the news. Now, the thing is, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. And my question is, who replaces her?
Exactly. Well, you know, if you listen to other people, you think ค์`ăjinski is meant to be he could be bringing in people that, you know, he's networking, he could bring in people to do their jobs. Because you lost 3 of them there, didn't you? 3 people left.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, yeah, but you think that a couple of months ago, that Tara Warren left as well. That was her personal assistant, and went to the Premier League. Their investigative mob of the Premier League on, you know, is that something to do with it as well? Is that what she worries? She knows where all the skeletons are fucking at West Ham's cupboards, mate. She knows them all. Is that a fucking worry for her? I don't know, and it's all conjecture. But I do believe, mate, there's a reason this is happening now. Yeah. There's a reason this is happening now, not the end of the season. I believe there's shit coming, and we're going to have to be prepared for it. It might not affect us, Geezer, but it's going to affect someone.
Yeah, but I'm fearful, Kieran, that it could like jeopardise the club because they're the caretakers of the club. Exactly, they are the caretakers of this club, and if they've done something that we're not aware of, that not many other people are aware of, that it's only now coming to light, so on and so forth, you know, I mean, look, what are they going to do? Are they going to take our, you know, Conference League title away from us? Who knows what they're going to do?
No, not doing that, but who knows what it is? If it's financial and it's dodgy, who fucking knows? Because then that points deducted out. Could anything, or it could be nothing. It could be a fine. It could be nothing, or it could be something to do, nothing to do with the club. Which, you know, the heavy rumours are that we're not allowed to talk about. But who knows? But she's legged it for a reason. She's bottled out of there, mate, real quick, and you go, ooh. Or something. You just don't do that. You've been there 16 years. You don't just fucking one day say, I'm off. This has been coming. And in the statement, not to even mention Sullivan in it, makes you wonder what the reasons might be. So I think she's distancing herself from West Ham. She's getting away while she can. So that's the pessimist in me going, fuck yeah, there's some more shit coming here, mate.
Of course there is.
It's not just
Let's have a look, see who's in the chat, shall we? Usual's in the chat. He says, evening, ladies. But that was at 1:30 this afternoon. But I'm sure he's back by now. And at 3:30, Rich was in there and Daz was in there at 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Yeah, and then Usual was back in there at 5:30 saying... It's 5:30 and just been announced that Chelsea have sacked their manager after 14 weeks.
Oh, I had to, Geezer. I watched that game last night with Chelsea-Brighton. Brighton were fantastic, right? Absolutely. Should have been 5-0 at least. They won 3-0.
I agree.
And but Chelsea were fucking clueless, Geezer. Absolutely clueless. They were terrible. Good. They were far worse than Tottenham, far worse than Burnley, and far worse than Wolves. How's that?
They had no direction about them at all. None whatsoever.
They were dreadful, Geezer, all over the park. Dreadful. Not a shot on target the whole game, Geezer. Their keeper, Brighton's keeper, didn't make a save.
Ryan Chapman's in the building. Good evening, Ryan.
There you go, bro.
Randy, good evening, he says. Hope you're both well as always.
Good, Randy.
Randy's saying hello around the room. Ryan's saying evening back. Everyone's chatting to everyone else. Randy's saying it's big that Brady is gone, as it feels we're in one step closer from getting new ownership. It feels that way. Although there is still a way to go, but you feel there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. Fingers crossed. Now, Randy, I do agree with that, but after what we've just discussing about that, you know, who follows her in the door? Who's the next person that's going to do her job? And will they be, you know, as good, if not better, or will they be just in it for themselves, so on and so forth? And also, you know, could it be, as we said, the beginning of something bigger?
Who knows?
You know.
Only time will tell with that.
Yep, only time. Ryan says it would be interesting to see if anything comes to fruition with this particular individual who we know is and these charges.
Yeah.
Let's
see. All these just allegations, I don't take much notice of until it happens. So.
Yeah, these chats were all before we started. Bournemouth won, Leeds won.
Yeah, I just watched the last couple of minutes of them two games that are on. It's 2-1 to Bournemouth
now.
It was 3-1, but it was disallowed, Ryan.
Oh, right, okay. So
it went back to 2-1.
Still 2-1, offside, offside. Burnley now officially relegated. Yes, they are. But those Wolves now, isn't it? Not Wolves.
Wolves, Burnley,
yeah, Wolves.
That's it. Yeah,
Wolves and Burnley. Yeah.
Both gone now. Yeah.
Bournemouth 2, Leeds 2.
Oh, they got a goal back. Leeds,
that
really?
was 5 minutes before we kicked off, so you know that was like
that would have been. I'd say that's a
quarter of an hour ago. That was quarter of an hour ago. Full time. Burnley 2. Leeds. Bournemouth 2, Leeds 2. Burnley 0, City 1. That ain't a bad result. That's not a bad result for Burnley, is it?
Well, it relegated them. They might think it is.
Yeah, but to only lose 1-0 against,
you know, I've been slagging up these North London wankers every time they have a bad result. Oh, we're down. There's City. I watched the last 10 minutes, but they were fucking scrambled across the line at Burnley. It's not over. The title race ain't over. That puts City on top, though, which I'm delighted with for Arsenal fans. That puts City on top. Probably on goal difference. But it's not over, Geezer. I've looked at City's fixtures, and there's some tough ones there. Everton away. I mean, they've got Villa. They've got Brentford. They've got a few tough games, man. And I don't believe they're going to win them all. So they ain't over for us. But their fan base, they fucking do my head in, man. Just sack Arteta, I can't get everything, shit. They're in a Champions League fucking semi-final, right? And they're in they were top of the Premier League.
Again.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and everything's doom and gloom. Fucking hell, man. I don't know. But I'm glad
they qualified for next season as well.
But I was good at the weekend, City beating them 2-1. I was delighted with that. So, Arsenal were unlucky in that game.
Yeah. Rich says Wolves, Burnley gone. Next one, Spurs, please. Absolutely, mate. Mark Pendleton, good evening to you, mate.
Same up.
Hope you're well. Everyone's saying hello. Ryan, good evening to you, mate. Mr. Bong, nice early start for you this evening, mate. Good day to you. Freshfielder, Sean, good evening, mate. Kieran.
Yeah, it's my new name now, mate. Kieran. Jamaican. Yeah. I'm a Jamaican now.
Mate. Yeah, mate. Randy's saying hello to everybody. Everybody's saying hello back. So this is nice. Mark says shame Spurs didn't get last night's Brighton. Yeah.
Yeah, they were superb, Mark. Really good. I loved the way when they get it going, mate, they play good football. And then Van Hecker, as a centre half, mate, the amount of times he goes forward during the play, you know, and they sort of leave just two at the back. And man, he's so good on the ball. Everything about them. They're really good, Brian. Good. I'd give anything to have that manager at West Ham to play football like that and watch that sort of football at West Ham. Whatever we did in the league, you know what I mean? I'd love to watch that. Happy H.
Yeah. Happy. Right, who else is in the house? Usual's back in. Braithwaite out for Everton.
Yeah, Braithwaite. Yeah, he is out. He's out. Yeah, something.
10-day breaks make teams look stale. 5-day breaks seem to be the optimum.
Yeah,
that's about right, Sean.
It seems that way.
The Brady news proper cheered me up after the Palace draw. Yeah. But there are strings attached to it, Happy H. There are strings attached to it. If anyone's going Saturday, it's a DT38 celebration. His anniversary last week. Put £1 in the bucket, please. Everybody, says Rich. Yeah, anyone going to the stadium, please do. Or if you've got any other way you can donate DT38, please consider doing it. Great cause.
Yeah, if you are, put in £1 for me, will you? You're there.
Usual. He is, I think, better possibly out.
Yeah,
but not
I did hear that, Randy.
Sure.
Yeah, I heard that, Randy, that he might be out. So, we'll take anything.
Yeah, Mark Pendleton says Sully next, hopefully. Not sure why she would leave 5 games before the end of the season. And that's the question I was going to ask too. Please she has, but does make you wonder what's in the pipeline. We mentioned this. Well, you were in the chat. That was at 10:05. So you were in the chat when we were mentioning that. Sonny, good evening to you, Sonny. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, look, Rich says apparently there's some big stuff coming.
There's something coming. There's something.
Watch Panorama, he says. Well, that's a BBC production, so I wouldn't. But
well, the rumours are Panorama have done a documentary, and that's what it's all going to come out of. But it hasn't been released yet. So we'll see when it drops. See what's in it. That's all you can do. Yeah. Then you can talk about it.
Yeah. Ray Burke. Good evening to you, sir. Good evening.
Good day, Ray.
He says to us. Ryan says, I can replace Brady. I would love to, mate, but I just don't think I'd have the clout.
Mate, what? You think you look good in heels, do you?
Don't be silly, you prat. No, I mean, like, do the job that she does.
Oh, the job.
The job that she did. Yeah, I would love to do that job.
Get a wig on, some heels, geezer. You'll be in there. No one will notice any difference. Get in there.
Yeah, stop all that nonsense. Right, Steve Palmer, he's saying rats and sinking ship. Yeah,
absolutely,
they do come to mind.
Didn't it?
They do come to mind.
My first thoughts.
There you go. Sonny's also got the same kind of mindset as me. We need to worry about who's going to take over. Surely can't be as bad as GSB.
You never know, Sonny, do you? You don't know what's round the corner, and we don't know where we're heading now. We don't.
Shit's going to hit the fan for the club, says Happy H. Just hope the timings doesn't derail the players so close to the end. One down, one to go.
It might not come for a little while yet, but who knows? But something's coming. You know, it's the obvious thing to think.
Yeah. Randy says he thinks that Kretinsky will make the big calls over Sullivan, and then we'll probably get to the end of the season and maybe there is a possible takeover talk. Well, maybe. I'm not so sure about that from the way I've understood Kretinsky's involvement in the club to this point, is he has no interest in becoming the chairman of West Ham. None whatsoever.
It's hard to know. What he has got interest, though, is
things have changed.
Money. Look, if he thinks he could buy shares there and then, you know, line up a takeover and him earning a load of money out of it, I think he'd do that. I think that's what he does as a businessman. I mean, that's what he'd be looking at.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure he wants to run the club, build us a new stadium or anything like that. He ain't doing that shit. But he might be trying to line it up. He might try to line it up for a sale. But then again, you need someone to buy it. And I'm not sure there's that many out there that want it.
Yeah.
And who knows? It's all conjecture, guys. But it is all a bit strange what sort of things you're hearing about what's going on.
Yeah. And I agree with Usual on this. He says Brady's an horrible cow. She can fuck off and watch Arsenal now.
Yeah, she can do that. She can sit next to Piers Morgan, mate, and I'll cry. How's
that? Rich says, am I talking about taking people out again? No, I haven't mentioned that tonight. I am not having no talk about me taking anyone out permanently or whatever. Who else have we got in here? Right, so 40 years she's worked with Sully. No way she does not get tarnished with the same brush when things are made public. Wants to keep her nose clean. Far too late. And I agree with that.
She's a baroness. She's a fucking baroness, mate. She won't be associated with any wrongdoing. She can't be. Fucking
guilty by association, mate. Ibrahim, good evening to you, mate. Hope you're well tonight.
Ibrahim.
Who else have we got? Wayne Hipwood. Hello, Wayne. Hope you're well, mate. It's 90 plus 7 minutes. Jace, Bournemouth had one chalked off at 90 plus 1 minute.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this ain't over yet, mate. This title race ain't over, I'm telling you. But it's great to see Arsenal supporters just melting and fucking shitting themselves and crying. And
yeah.
I love it.
Good evening, Tony. Hope you're well. He said
Tony.
Good evening and morning to Budgie and Kieran. Thank you, mate. Amber's Football TV. If you haven't given him a look yet and a sub, please do. Good stuff, and you'll see me on there on a Thursday evening with him. So it's all good stuff. Evening all in the chat, he says. Randy says City had 28 shots, but ultimately they need one to win. But Arsenal, if they continue to drop points, especially against Newcastle at home, then City will win the title. And listen, Newcastle have been dreadful lately. I can't see Arsenal getting turned over by them.
Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
They've probably been in the bottom, at the top of the, up near the top of the list of worst performing teams.
Dreadful, Geezer. You mean like Chelsea and Newcastle are falling off a cliff, both of them. Right? Absolutely terrible lately. I mean, you look at that, right? The 5 games in a row Chelsea just lost. Didn't score a goal in all 5 games. Never scored a goal from open play or any play. Jesus fuck. And they were chasing fucking Champions League football, and they couldn't score a goal in 5 games.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right, Fresh. Goals scored, they're exactly the same points, goal difference, aren't they? And about a goal scored, that makes them top. Unreal, man. As tight as it can be. It is.
Yeah.
That's why I think they would have loved to have stuck 3 or 4 past Burnley tonight. Obviously, didn't have their shooting boots on because I didn't see it. I watched the last 5 minutes, guys, and Nico Riley should have fucking scored one fucking tap-in and he fucked it. But there you go. They would have loved a few more goals.
As usual said, Lenny Kravitz said, it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, mate. I mean, there's a twist and turns in that title race yet. And fair play to Rusty B there. I like the old, what's the name on our thing? Bye-bye, Brady, goodbye. If you remember the Bay City Rollers, well done, Rusty B.
It, yeah, the Bay City Rollers. Yeah, well done. Yeah, he did. Iron Disciple, good evening to you, mate. He says, bye-bye, Brady. Don't ever come anywhere near football again. And I think I second that, mate. Mate,
that's what she's thinking. She don't want to be anywhere, be associated, I don't think, with that.
Probably not.
Probably not. I know.
Our prayers have been answered only partially. And we have to be careful about the shadow that comes in behind her. That's what we have to be worried about, Iron. It's not all about getting rid of her. It's about who follows in the door. Who comes in through the door that she's just left open. Mark says, Beto is a doubt for the weekend. That's good.
Yeah, well, the good team, Evan. They're playing well. And they're chasing shit, Geezer. They're chasing Europe, so it's no easy game. And they're good away from home. Their record's really good. So, yeah, it's a tough game for us. And if we play like we did against Palace, we're in trouble. We need to do better than that. Yeah. Really do.
Yeah, Tony's saying that Beto's a 50-50 at the moment. He took a knock to the eye, which swelled, but it could be a possibility. It could be a possibility.
Mavropanos will give him another knock to the eye if he comes up.
Yeah, knock his other eye. That'd be the one. Is that mine? No, this is the last one. You can have it. There you go. Right. Oh, yeah. Mark Pendleton says you have to tie a scarf around your wrist when you sing that.
You remember that, really? Everyone had the tartan scarves around their wrists and that, yeah. Fucking, the girls went mad for the old Bay City Rollers back then, didn't they?
I know why. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, with the tartan trousers and fucking, it was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it was rubbish. It was rubbish. My cousin Leslie was nuts over them. Stupid girl.
Well,
anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Beto being out could be decent for us. Agreed, absolutely. Right, Rich is saying that Kretinsky has just bought some of the gold shares, he thinks.
That's the rumour that he's bought some to match up with Sullivan. Let's see.
Right.
I say, we'll see. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, Tony's kind of saying one of the things that I've been saying recently over the last couple of days about this is that Kretinsky's main interest is Sparta Prague and the post office, but he will buy some of the gold shares along with Sullivan. So they're splitting the shares probably. So they're going to be 50-50 owners then. Well, more or less, yeah, 43 or 45 each. So that's the rumour that's happening. That's what I'm saying. He could put himself in place for a sale. I don't believe he's putting himself in place to take over. No, I don't believe it's a takeover either.
I don't know.
I really
I mean, and it could be that. And then because he will get the gold shares probably a lot cheaper than what they were when gold was alive. Rest in peace, my man. But so he might see a big profit in it if they get to do a sale in the near future. Oh, is it?
Oh, Kuczynski would definitely.
I don't believe he's interested that high.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, I mean, look, like Happy H says here, that he's been involved with Sparta Prague for over 20 years. So why would he like try and build his interest in another club to, you know, I mean, it would, I don't think it would be morally interested. He would be morally interested in having two clubs at the same time with so much interest in them. Do you know what I mean? I think you're right. I think he's lining himself up for a
big payout. That's maybe. Yeah. That's what
Mark Pendleton says that Sullivan's on 40% and Kuczynski's on 40.0000001%. So he's slightly a bigger shareholder.
I believe that when I see it.
Daz is saying Arsenal are slipping up. They certainly are, mate. They're not as good as they were.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though, the City game, they were unlucky. There's a shot that hit the inside of the post, come across the line, didn't go in. Had a chance right at the end to make it a draw. Havertz put the ball header over the bar. They were better than I thought they were going to be against City. I thought they'd go and low block it and just get a point. They tried to win it, and they looked better in that game than they have done for a little while. But City got over the line as they do because they're so good at it. But and there you go. City go to Burnley and just scrape by, but a 1-0 win. So it's not over, mate. Tough games coming up for them boys. It's not over. Plus, City have got to do the FA Cup this weekend.
Yeah. Iron Disciple saying someone was saying a rumour that we were going to get a point deducted. Has anyone else heard that? I haven't heard that, mate.
No.
Not at all.
I wouldn't take any notice of that, to be honest.
Yeah, even he says himself he doesn't think it's true.
No, I think that's just all nonsense.
Arsenal, 4 losses on the trot. Says Tony.
It's great, isn't it? Tony, it's brilliant. I see one of their stats about, the April games, over the years for Pep and Arteta, and it's frightening how bad Arsenal have been in April the last 4 or 5 years. They're unbelievably bad. And Pep's unbelievably brilliant. So there's the differences being why they keep finishing second, and every chance they could finish second this year. But I still think they can win it. I still do.
And there's also probably a little bit of personal competition between them as well. Because remember, before Arsenal took him, he was Pep's number 2.
Exactly. That was what he was, mate. And
Ibrahim says he thinks that the club have got a year to balance the books.
They'll have to, in the next year, Ibrahim. They really do need to balance. It's going to be tough, especially if you get relegated. It's going to be fucking nearly impossible. Right, losing a lot of players.
£24 million payout Rosinia got for 3 months of shit work. It's sickening how they get these payouts for crap. Absolutely.
It's great, but I went to school with his dad, Leroy, and it's great. Well done, son. An old St. Bon's boy. He got 24 million in the fucking bank. Good lad. And he's fucked Chelsea over. What's not to like about that? I fucking love it.
And there was an early break clause in Rosinia's contract.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, Budgie, Kieran, what do you think about the Everton game? What Daz wants to know.
Tough.
Real tough.
Tough game.
The Moyes derby.
I think it's tougher than the Palace game. Especially when they're chasing. Everton are chasing Europe.
We're up there, aren't we? That's one.
No.
Oh, is it at home?
We're at home.
Oh, that gives me a little more confidence. Not a great deal more confidence, but it does give me a little more confidence. Because
I sort of was. The Palace performance sort of knocked me back a bit because they weren't really good enough. Good defending though. We defended really well. Mavs and Disassi were great, and so was KWP.
Brilliant.
That was the positives of it. Them three were good. Juice was very hit and miss. Bowen was Bowen got pocketed all game. Got pocketed all game. Bowen. That's what pissed me off with Nuno. To me, the obvious change was throw Bowen back into the middle, away from that Davo. What is their left back who had him and Mitchell just controlled Bowen the whole game. If we'd just thrown Bowen into the middle and put Traore out there, let him have a go at them with his strength and pace, it might have made sense. But he didn't go for it like that, and I was annoyed about that. I think he should have tried that. I don't know why he didn't, because Bowen was wasted out there. He just couldn't get anything out of them two boys. Nothing. And he was poor.
Yeah.
But there you go. And the Tati and Pablo were anonymous. And poor old, what's his name? Somerville was, he had a struggle. He struggled in that game too. It was, I thought Fernandez and Souček. Fernandez was fantastic in the first half. Souček was good, sort of tiring towards the end. But he done the job the manager wanted him to do as defensive midfielder.
I thought Manson had a decent game.
He's okay, Geezer. He hardly had a save to make. I saw him make one mistake where he gave him a corner, from a weak shot that was going wide. But he was fine. But it was our front four that weren't firing, and that's why it would end up being a 0-0. We never looked like scoring, Geezer. We really didn't. That one header from Mavropanos was an absolute beauty. But what a save! Boy pulls off a great save. So, what do you do?
Tony says, Kieran, Burnley set up resolute, and they need to do the same thing when they play Arsenal. Yeah, let's hope they do, sir. I hope they do, because obviously Burnley were going to go to 10 men behind the ball, I'd say, in that game. I haven't watched it. I have no doubt that the percentage stats will be 70-odd% City, I'm going to guess. But but they did, and they didn't. They only scored one, mate. And I think there might be other teams doing that against City. And the Villa game the Villa game is a tough game. Villa are on fire on that day. City better watch out, mate. They don't want to be dropping points now, but I think there's every chance they do. Yeah. But that goes for Arsenal as well. So they've got to come to us, and they've got to do us. No, we've got to go to them, haven't we? They've got to make sure they beat us. Ibrahim saying that his previous statement was that there was a early cut out clause or whatever it was, so no 24 million payout.
All right,
because
they might not get nothing. I'd be amazed what they've got for him. But I mean, they're playing an FA Cup semi-final at the weekend, and they're sacked him. There you go. Who takes it over for that, Geezer? That's the question for Chelsea. Who did they bring in to take the job for that semi-final against Leeds?
Yeah.
Good result tonight for Leeds again. Mate, they've won their last two, and then to get a point away to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are good. Mate, that was a great result again for Leeds. Mate, you know what I mean? Yeah. They were never going down for me, Leeds. Never. You know what I mean? It was always over Forest and Tottenham we need to catch. Leeds were never going down. And what was that? They must have hit 40 points. They've got 40 points now, guys. Sorted.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Iron Disciple says, remember when players look like the Bay City Rollers? I do, like Alan Devonshire, for example. He could quite easily have been one of them, couldn't he?
The boy, who's the boy at the Arsenal forward? He had a mullet. A bit like that. I had a very similar haircut to him, funny enough. But I weren't a Bay City roller. Yeah, I didn't forget the centre forward's name at Arsenal. I don't know. Scottish boy, I think.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. It might.
Right. Where are we? Let's find. Thank you very much. Happy says we both look very well. Thank you very much.
Looking lovely. everything.
Sullivan will buy more of the gold shares so that it keeps him and his boys still in the driving seat, says Tony. That's a good shout, mate.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then Happy H says, do you think that when or if the shit hits the fan with you-know-who, his son Jack would step in?
Oh, fucking hell. Who knows? Who knows the future, guys? I haven't got a crystal ball, but who knows?
Ray says the bet for the weekend is West Ham versus Everton, under 2.5 goals.
Oh, that man. Let's hope we get 2 and they get a half. That's would that work?
Yeah. James Sawyer's in the house. Good evening, James. He says, I have heard that Karen Brady's replacement is Mr. Bean because apparently he can do a better job. And I think you're probably right there, James. He probably would do a better job, mate. Branthwaite, Beto and Grealish show up on the injury list for Everton, says Tony.
Right. Yeah, well, he's been injured a long time now, hasn't he, Grealish? I think he might be all year. So he's not an issue. But Branthwaite is because he's a good centre-half, mate. So that's something. And if Beto makes it or not. See, that when you got these, he may not make it, Beto, it sort of tells me, yeah, he's going to be there. He's going to be fit. You know?
Wayne says that Brady's going to Millwall. Good, let him fucking have her. Some of the amount of memes that are going around about Arteta bottling it is hilarious.
Is it? I don't get to see them though, but I did. I'll tell you what, I did see a great. Who gave it? I was Cundy. He come up with a great stat the other day, right? And he's gone about. I even wrote it down here. Arsenal have been top, right? Since it says here since 2004, the last time they won a top. They've been top of the league 973 days, right? And they've got no titles. And it's got City have been top 1,200 days, and they've got 8 titles since 2004. And if that's not a telling fucking stat, what is? It's amazing, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Top 973 days, and it's been more than that because they've had this last few days, probably 978, and they've got no titles. Where 1,200 days for City, and they've got 8 titles. Fuck me. What does that tell you?
Tells you that City are a better team.
It means nothing. Yeah, it means nothing in the end.
No. John ET9 says, football latest. Graham Potter is set to make a surprise return to Stamford Bridge as head coach. Baroness Karen Brady announced as Chelsea CEO. I hope that's real, but I bet it's a joke.
It's not real. It's John taking a piss, but it would be brilliant. It would be brilliant, right?
Lovely. Randy says he'd be happy if Arsenal lose the title from here. They will be the biggest failure than the previous seasons if City pip them to the title now.
It'd be the massive. You thought there were bottlers before to bottle this season when they were so far ahead, 9 points ahead or so, and to lose it from there is fucking criminal. But they haven't lost it yet. But even now, to even be level with them now is fucking a bad. That was bottling it to even get to this. They should have run away with this title. But there you go. They haven't.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else we got? Oh yeah. Usual says it seemed funny watching Ward-Prowse tonight.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he's at Burnley, isn't he?
Still waiting for his free kick. Still waiting for that. Not happening. Never happening.
Mark Pendleton says it's going to take absolutely ages and cost Chelsea a fortune to move on all these players and make profits with 5 or 6 years left on their contracts.
I know. This crazy shit are giving them 7-year contracts. I'd never. Madness. All to beat the PSR bullshit. But then when you're stuck with these players that you don't want, fuck me, you're going to lose a lot of money there. I don't know what they're fucking doing at Chelsea that month. It's really weird. And to be so bad is what I watched last night. Jesus fuck, it was shite. Cundy was going off his tits. He's never seen anything so bad in his life. And I think he's right. I've never seen a Chelsea team being that poor. They were fucking dreadful.
Were they?
Oh, dreadful, guys. Honestly. They had nothing. Absolutely nothing. Brighton just took the piss out of them. And there you go.
Yeah.
That's Brighton.
It looks like they weren't the only ones, because Ibrahim says that Andy Jacobs slaughtered Chelsea on TalkSport today. It was hilarious.
All right. I haven't seen that one. But, fuck yeah, I don't think there's anyone can defend. I mean, even Rosignol, when they interviewed him after, he couldn't defend. He said he just can't. He was disgusted. And then the Chelsea, especially see at the end, Buggy, the Chelsea players went over to what's left of the Chelsea supporters. Most of them had fucked off, right?
Yeah.
And the Chelsea supporters just abusing the fuck out of them. And that was it in Cisco sitting looking at it. He was almost in tears at the abuse they were getting. At the end of that game, I just thought, fuck, hell, this is bad. You know what I mean? So it doesn't surprise me. It don't surprise me they sacked him. They had to sack him. I just don't know who's the caretaker for the rest of it. Yeah. The rest of the season.
Yeah. What else we got in the chat? I'm going back up in the chat a little bit. Yeah, apparently Jason Cundy got his comeuppance last night. That's good, because he's always giving everyone else shit.
Yeah.
Usual says Cherky looks the bollocks playing for City. He really rates him.
Absolutely usual. He's a top class player, mate. Absolute class.
He is, absolutely. Isn't he?
He's going to be a bit of world class there, I think, out of Cherky.
Yeah. Randy says, usual, he will only get better, Cherky. He seems like he's the next De Bruyne or the next Eden Hazard. Yeah,
he is, mate. You can see it in him. He's absolute quality.
And then Usual says he played well tonight. You know, I don't doubt that. He's, apparently, according to Usual, you know. Apparently, we nearly got Cherky before City did, apparently. Right? Yeah, right. And we were looking at him, I think. Imagine if we'd got him, knowing now at least we would have had a Paqueta replacement at only 30 million.
It would have been, would have been a hell of a buy, wouldn't it? But no, we get linked to players. Whether we really try to buy him is another fucking kettle of fish. But if City wanted him, mate, you're not going to beat them to him. That's for sure.
Not really. Even if they offer you like the same money you're offering, they're still going to go to City, aren't they?
Oh fuck it. Yeah, mate. You want to win shit, you go there, don't you? Where maybe Declan Rice's big mistake. Right? Yeah. Big mistake.
And like Sonny said, like we could have got Neymar years ago. When he was about 7, I think it was. And we also had a good relationship with Leon.
I really enjoyed a bit with that Brighton Chelsea game last night, though. Danny Welbeck coming off the bench and then him banging one in. And he done the Ronaldo celebration, right? Just taking the piss. It was brilliant. 35 Danny Welbeck, mate, and he's still got 13 goals this season. Still got 13 goals. 35, man. What a boy he is. Love old Danny Welbeck, man. Still doing a job.
Yeah, me too.
GP's
entered the room. Good evening, GP. How are you, sir?
Right, son.
Iron Disciple says that he fell for that Neymar rumour. Yeah.
Fucking don't believe any of it.
Cherokee for Christmas. Yeah, turkey for Christmas. What's that? Chicken jerky. Jerky. Didn't we almost have Kenny Dalglish, GP?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, Neymar in January, right? Hasn't got nothing to be cocky about Chelsea not going up or down, says Dad. True. And then Mark says, didn't we almost have it all?
Yeah, we nearly. Yeah. We got Pablo. We got Pablo instead. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
GP, say hello to everybody. If Chelsea miss out on European football, will be a terrible season for them, especially if they lose to Leeds on the weekend in the FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah, and that could be their thinking as well, Randy, that they need to get fucking Rosenior out because he has been terrible. And win. They need to try and win an FA Cup to get back in Europe because they might not get it in the league the way they're going. They're so bad. So their way into Europe could be winning the FA Cup. And they're going to have to fucking go balls out to do it. Simple as that.
Well, I've had no indication of anyone who might be taking over from him. No. Have you?
I take that's official that he was sacked. Yeah, it's official, is it?
Yeah, apparently so.
Well,
apparently so, mate.
There you go, mate.
Yeah.
Happens to a lot of them. They can't get it right, can they, Chelsea? Can't get it right.
Yeah. We've got 100 people viewing us at the moment. If you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up, you know, old like button. Thank you very much. That'd be very kind. And if you've got a spare hype later on, why not give one of them as well? Pablo the Beard. Got to feel bad for Leicester, says Mark. Yeah, they're getting relegated again, aren't they?
They're already done, son. They're already relegated.
Yeah.
Already done, yes. Got a hell of a 10 years, geezer. It says anniversary of 10 years since they won the league. 10 years ago now. That's gone quick, isn't it? But 10 years, and now they've found themselves in fucking the third tier of football. Fucking hell. That's a fall from grace, isn't it?
Yeah. Iron Disciple says, imagine if Pablo scores with his beard.
Well, he's not scoring with his fucking feet.
Might as well score with his face.
But I did say this a while, even though Tatty sort of got the 2 goals last week, but I did say these 2 guys, much as I like them, they're not going to get you the goals, geezer. And this is what I thought the problem was with Palace. They never looked like they're ever going to score a goal. And then, if that's the case, then you need Somerville and Bowen to be contributing, right, or scoring, or your centre half. And Somerville and Bowen were poor as well. So that was that. Our goal scoring ability was just none. And that's what worries me about them. They're not going to get you the goals. Like we had the 1 week with old Tat, he done well. But yeah, I don't think they're going to get us enough goals. That scares me.
Harry Winks is up for player of the season at Leicester.
Don't think that'll mean a lot this year, goes up to you. When you get relegated, mate.
Yeah, apparently there's a conspiracy to stop you and me, so Russ and Anton do the thumbs down.
Okay.
he's on 95k a week.
Yeah, fuck it.
Winks.
Really?
And he's shit.
Yeah,
he's proper shit. Yeah, and then Spurs don't look like scoring many goals either. You're about right there, mate. Okay.
No, but they're looking better.
Yeah. Randy's asking both of us, in terms of the Everton game, would you want us to stick with 4-4-2, or should we change to 4-2-3-1 at the weekend? Now, I'm a big fan of the 4-4-2 because I think it's been working for us. But I think it should be a staggered 2 like it has been. I don't think, you know, a traditional 2-man front line is going to work. I think the way they stagger it, but I think he's got to start with Callum Wilson for me at the moment. I think this weekend
he might have to.
I think he should start him. You know, I mean, you get 55, 60 minutes out of him. You know.
Yeah, it's hard to know, man. Yeah, Pablo, look, if you want goals and you can create chances for goals, Wilson's your man. But we have to create. So that means we need Bowen to pull his finger out of his arse and fucking start delivering a bit better. He was terrible against Palace. And we need Somerville to get back to that form he was before his injury and to create chances and maybe take 1 or 2 themselves. That's where we're lacking at the moment. So, yeah, Wilson is a shout for starting in front of Pablo. I think it is a shout. I wouldn't change any of the rest of the team, but that is something. But like I said with Nuno, if he really wanted to go for that game, he should have brought fucking Traore on for me. He should have brought him on. Yeah. Either take fucking Bowen off because he was so shy, or move him to the middle. And it didn't happen. I went, like his last 20 minutes, he's like settled for that point. He went, right. And it is a good point. In isolation, it's a good point away at Palace. But the situation we're in and the opportunity we had to go 4 points in front of Tottenham, it doesn't seem like a good point. But and we'll only know at the end of the season, Geezer, whether that point was enough or we should have gone for the 3. But I think we should have gone for it.
Good evening, Richo. This is Richo. It says Richie, but it's
Richo.
It says, evening guys, Brentford and Beto out for the weekend. Well, that's good news we know for you lot.
Yeah, we believe Brentford. I'm 50-50. Moyes lies a lot about, Beto. He could end up starting. He's out for the weekend. He might not be. We'll see. But he lies a lot. So we'll see. It could help us.
Apparently Cornet is on 60 grand a week.
You're fucking see, your mate costs us a fucking £250,000 a fucking month. £250,000 a month. For fuck's sake. Here now. Yeah, he's your mate, man. You've always fucking liked me. Shite. One of the worst buys ever.
That's very
well, not as bad as 𝘽𝗏, mind you. It's not as bad as 𝘽𝗏, but it's fucking bad. Why this debt is hanging over our necks, mate? Around our necks, this debt is for fucking buys like Cornet and 𝘽𝗏 and fucking all the others. Jesus Christ.
Well, there you have it. So Iron Disciple says he'd give Wilson a shot at the weekend as well, over Pablo and Tatty. I think I'd keep Tatty in the team.
I might keep him there, yeah.
I think he works hard, he works for the team, he works well.
He's got a bit of technical ability about him where you don't see that with Pablo. Pablo's just a worker and not even though he got a great assist last week, but there's not much else there, Geezer. He's a bit of a headless chicken at times. I like him. And we have been better since he's been there. But part of that being better and the results have been about Mavropanos and Disasi because they've been a good partnership. That helps when you're getting clean sheets. When you're down the bottom, mate, clean sheets are fucking gold dust, mate. And we've been getting, we've got a few. And our form points-wise is good, but the performance against Palace weren't good enough. We never really offered enough. We didn't offer enough threat, Geezer. But Pablo Disasi, Disasi and Mavropanos, man, they've been, Jesus Christ. We don't want them having a bad game. Let's put it that way. We need them to keep them.
You know, we listen, we could pull Chelsea's pants down right now with Disasi's fucking price tag and all. I think we could really take advantage of it right now.
Yeah, but I think Chelsea are thinking the same bunch. They're thinking, fuck, mate, he's been so good for you. We're having fucking more money. You know what I mean? He has, you know what I mean? He looks like a £40 million fucking centre half. You know, what we paid for Hjøllmann. He looks worth that money. And Chelsea will be thinking the same, Fuck it, you're going to pay 40 million.
We could just do a straight swap then, let them have Hjøllmann, we'll have Disasi.
Let's take that. I think they've got. I think they've got eyes as well, Budge. they've seen. I
don't know. Have you seen their fucking squad at the moment?
Oh no!
And they're letting Disasi go.
It doesn't make sense, guys. Their back four are so fucking bad. Yet we've got Disasi. It's just fucking well done, Chelsea. Another good move.
Yeah. Mind you, though, that's probably just our payback for what happened with Frank Lampard Jr. Yeah.
Well, he's fucking riding high, isn't it? Yesterday they won their league. They won the championship. He's flying now. Yeah. There you go, mate. Frank Lampard's doing very well. Thank you very much.
Fair play to him as well.
Yeah. Good luck, man.
I've always ridden him, you know what I mean? I've always ridden his back, the poor bastard, to be fair. And, you know, he's deserved a lot of it. You know.
Yeah, but...
Going to Chelsea and doing what he did. And...
No, hang on, Geezer. You've got to go back to the beginning there. West Ham fan base were fucking horrible to him and showed no respect for him or his father, which was one of my favourite players at West Ham, Frank Lampard Sr. Showed no respect for him. Abused the fuck out of him. And of course, when he went to Chelsea, he came back and gave it to West Ham fans because he was one of our own, Geezer, and we fucking we treated him like shit. So it works both ways. That's why I've never agreed with that Frank Lampard song that everyone sings in away games. I've never agreed with it. I don't like it, and I'd never do it myself because I remember the beginning. I was slagging the shit out of him.
Yeah,
right. At West Ham,
while he was still wearing the shirt. Yeah,
it was not right. So I remember that. So it works both ways, man. He deserves to. He deserved to.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I've always had like a certain amount of bitterness towards a player that would leave our club, go on to another club, and go on and make absolutely new heights. Frank Lampard has made a record that no one's going to beat right now. You know, he's the highest scoring midfielder in Premier League history.
Right. Was he better than Gerrard?
I think in European history, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he scored more goals than...
Look, Harry Redknapp told everyone, this boy's going to be world-class, and he turned out to be. He was, and won everything with Chelsea. I mean,
it was just unfortunate that in England...
No one believed him.
In the England setup, there were so many good players in that position as well, including Gerrard.
Him and Gerrard are basically competing for the same spot, but this is it. Fucking Redknapp, as much as I don't particularly like that fucking wanker either, but he told everyone how good he was going to be, and then nobody listened and wanted to slag him off. And it's the more of the disrespect to his father, which annoyed me, because I grew up with Frank Lampard Senior and Billy Bonds, Bobby Moore, And to slag Frank Lampard Senior's son off at a West Ham game or any other time while he's wearing that shirt, I'll totally disagree with it.
Iron says Nuno threw his toys on the floor for Traore and doesn't use him. He does, but he uses him tactically.
He didn't use him in that game against Palace. That's what Iron's probably getting at. He broke his fucking, he broke his back to get him, and there was a perfect time to use him against Palace to try and win that game, and he didn't. And you go, what the fuck? And he's done well since when he's come on lately. He's done good. Done really well against Leeds in that FA Cup game. I can't understand why he didn't give it a punt.
He put himself in the shout for player of the match for that Leeds game. In my opinion. Randy has said the lineup for the weekend probably would be Manson, Diouf at left back, right back KWP, Disassi and Mavropanos in the middle. No reason to change something if it ain't broken, mate. Souček and Fernandez, left wing Traore, Somerville as a 10, Bowen on the right wing, Tatty as a striker, unless there are any better suggestions. I actually would like to see that, if I'm completely honest. Somerville is the 10. Yeah.
So he's just taking basically Pablo out and putting Traore in, and then moving Somerville into the middle as a 10. Good. It's good work.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout, mate. That's not a bad shout at all, Randy.
It could surprise.
Mate, I'll make sure that goes to Nuno in an email straight away.
Yeah, wake up to yourself.
Yeah. Who else we got? Or Traore. The thing is, Nuno has become predictable, and there's a lineup to change it up and switch. No one's size fits all approach. Yeah, and yep. Oh my God, GP. If he had 60k a week, he'd buy Russ and Anton the hot tub. You'd have to buy them one each, mate, because one lives in Scotland, the other one lives in Algeria. Great Brady is gone. Job half done, says Rich. More bad news to come off the field about Sullivan. Yep, sure. Most likely, mate. You're probably right. Ray says, come on, lay off a 𝘽𝗏. He'll come good. He just needs a new position. Perhaps a catering assistant.
The poor lad. Feel sorry for him.
Cornet being flaky beats 𝘽𝗏 letting us down every week. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think Cornet was particularly bad. He was just really bad at staying on side.
It was just bad. It was just a bad signing, geezer. We saw the best of him. What was it, Burnley, where he was? He was good. He was really good. And as 𝘽𝗏 was at Wolves, it just didn't work out. It hasn't worked out for either of them. And we've had loads more like that, like Allaire or Scamacca. It didn't work out. They're not bad players. None of them are bad players. They were bad for us because they didn't work.
And then we've had players that have been exceptionally good for us, and we let them go prematurely.
Yeah.
The likes of Pablo Fornals. I think we could have got another two or three seasons out of Pablo. I think we maybe could have got another season out of Lanzini, maybe. As backup to, who we have and whatever. And I also think that as poor as a lot of people rate him, I think 𝘽𝙗𝙗 done really well for us while he was with us.
Shite. Never agree with that. I thought he was shite. He was a fucking one-hit wonder, geezer. He weren't quick enough. He couldn't get to the line to get a ball over. He was.
Oh, yeah. I knew exactly what was coming. Put a big bait in the water, mate. You're bound to hook a shark.
You did. 𝘽𝙗𝙗 was one of them players. There's lots of them around, right? One every 5 games they shine, and that's it.
Yeah, 𝘽𝙗𝙗 was the squad player, surely. Realistically.
I didn't rate him. I didn't think.
Leon, good evening to you, young sir. Hope you're well. He said, hello, Budgie, Kieran, and all hammers online. Hope you're all safe and well. Cornet never cost us goals. No, but
he weren't playing centre half either, was he?
He kind of did cost us a few goals because he kept getting caught offside, especially with one of the goals that he did put in the net and was chalked off. So, but Leon, I get where you're coming from, mate. I get where you're coming from there. Yeah, Chelsea have got Sanchez, Caicedo, Cucurella, and João Pedro, all from Brighton, and then got battered by Brighton.
Yeah, great, isn't it? I know there's probably 150 million pounds worth of players there, right? 200.
More than that.
There's probably a lot of money there, right?
Caicedo was 116 million on his own.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
he
know
was.
What the price
I'm telling you now, he was 116 million pounds.
Brilliant.
I know that for a fact. My brother was bragging on it, that it was in the same window as Declan Rice, but it was 10 million pound more or so. And I said to him, yeah, but he ain't English. And my argument was that he was the highest English player price.
Which he was. But
and still
when you think about that, though, like, who said that? Mark. All that money that they took, all them great players that were so good. And even though Pedro weren't playing that yesterday or weekend, the game was. But all that, they've got that fucking Chelsea, and Brighton just took the piss out of them. It just shows you how well Brighton are run, isn't it? That they can sell all that talent and still fucking perform.
And they go and smash them when they're at another team.
Yeah. they do it so well. Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, they all do it so well. All the B's, guys, I keep saying, these 3 B teams, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, they're just such better run clubs. A lot of the big clubs. A lot better.
Yeah. Ibrahim says that Lampard got a lot more than Gerrard, actually.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. It was like something like 109 goals in the Premier League.
That is phenomenal.
It might not have been 109. Hang on a minute. What was...
You'll get fact-checked now, boy.
Hang on. Yeah, I want someone to give me the right number. I'm sure it wasn't... I mean, it's not the highest in the Premier League, because that is still Alan Shearer's title, isn't it?
Yeah. But for a midfielder, geezer.
For a midfielder, I think it might be 105 or 109, somewhere. In fact, you know what? I could actually bloody fact check it myself right here.
Nah, so let someone tell you, geezer.
Hang on.
Because for a midfielder, it is fucking phenomenal. Both of them are phenomenal as midfielders, goal scorers.
Yeah.
Whatever the numbers were, they were amazing. My man Kane hit 50 goals the other day for his season total, geezer. 50.
50? Wow. What the heck?
All comps of geezer, all comps. They hit 50 goals.
Right, so I'm going to take out the 15 goals that he's credited for playing for New York City, okay?
Yeah, there's nothing to do with it.
Right, so he scored while playing for Manchester, West Ham United, Swansea on loan. He scored a goal. Chelsea, Manchester City, and that's it. He scored a total of 178 goals.
My God.
147 of them for Chelsea.
Obviously, that's all competition, so.
That's
you know
all
I mean?
competition.
But it's still amazing. Amazing stats.
Let me check that. Let me check that.
Amazing stats.
Sorry, that is club domestic league appearances and goals. So it's only league goals. 178 league goals.
It says domestic, so that means the FA Cup and League Cup.
No, it says club domestic league appearances and goals. Hang on, look. Okay. Let me show you.
All right. No, fine, son.
I can show you the screen. Hang on. I can share the screen. Where is it? Window. There.
Yeah, but we thought you were shit. I could never understand that. Never.
There we go. Yeah, that. Can we see that now?
Yep.
Well, see that. Go. Right, so God. That. Hang on, wait a minute. Let me put that in full screen. Like that. Oh, God, now we can't. Oh, good God. Let's just go back to that.
Yeah, let's go back.
We'll remove that.
No, I'll take your word for it, guys.
Yeah, it does. It says league.
Okay.
Domestic league appearances and goals is what it says.
Okay.
Now, for some reason, my screen's gone all little.
Oh, I've gone big. See, tell you about pushing fucking buttons. What you done? Bring me sunshine all the while. Stop pushing fucking buttons, geezer. What's the matter with you? Fucking always happens.
Oh no, it's the Tourette's in me. Right. Right, okie dokie. Right. Yeah, GP says Brighton and Brentford aren't snobby. They will take your Hendersons and the Milners of the world. And they will, yeah.
Welbeck, that's my point. Welbeck at Brighton, man. Fuck me. 13. He actually equalled the Brighton top, right? The Brighton top goal scoring, 13 goals in the season in the Premier League with old, what's his name? Doug Murray. He equalled his record of 13 goals for Brighton in the Premier League. And he might beat it this year. He's 35, Welbeck, and he looks as fit as ever, and he's fucking dangerous as ever. Fucking great player. Well done, Brian.
Right, so someone says, Daz says, get Nuno in goal. And yeah, he was a goalkeeper. Who else we got? Cucurella was 50 million. So that's 166 million already.
That's without 𝘽𝗶𝘁. He was a shitload, wasn't he?
𝘽𝗶𝘁 was 50.
Was he?
I think.
Lucky.
Yeah, I think he was 50 million.
Over 200 already, yeah?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Our entire squad. In 4 players. In 3 players, sorry. Ridiculous. There you go. There's some talking about somebody drinking and driving. I don't know who that was. I must have missed that. Hang on, what the? Damien is in the house. Good evening, Damien. Yo, 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 he says.
Damien.
Good evening, mate. How are you?
My fellow St Bonaventure's boy.
All right, yeah. Rich says it's a lovely view from your deck, sir.
Rich, yeah, just the trees, basically. Trees in the background. You want to see the state of the lawn, though? I haven't fucking mowed it. It's a mess. All the fucking grass. I'm gonna have to get someone in. I've let it go that long, and I broke my lawnmower, geezer. So that's Jesus. It's gonna cost me a fortune to bring someone in there to get it all fucking cut and sorted. A fucking mess. But the trees look nice, yeah.
And you got a pair of scissors. You get your boy out there with a pair of scissors.
Oh yeah.
That'll go down well. Right, Damien says he needs to see Nuno use Adama more. I agree with that, mate. Bring him and Wilson on together in the centre forward roles as fresh legs for Tati and Pablo once they fade. I think it should be the other way round. Bring them on for Adama and Wilson when they fade, because they're going to be more explosive. They're going to get us on the right foot straight away.
I sure do, but I do like the idea of a Traore, right? The last 20 minutes where their defenders could be getting a bit tired, and you got his explosiveness. You know, that works for me. But Alice was the perfect game to do that, and he didn't. I can't work that out. I can't work that out. It was there for the taking if you could have made that change and get fucking Bowen off the right there, because he was pocketed all game. Move him into the middle, get Traore out there, get him running at him, see what he could do. I think it might have worked, and it might not have done. But it would have been a positive. It would have a positive change to try and win the game. He didn't, and he settled for the point. And we'll see. We'll see whether that was a good idea or not in the future. But so, what have you said?
Lampard's got 57 more league goals than.
Has he? Wow, I didn't think it was that big a thing, but fuck me. Well, there you go. That proves my fucking point. When West Ham supporters are slagging him off, thinking he's shit, he's overweight, he's fat, he's rubbish. Nonsense. Listen to the experts. Listen to the experts. So, you know, even Harry Redknapp. I'm saying I'm not a fan of because of what he done to Billy Bonds, but he told everyone this boy's going to be a world-class player, and he was. His numbers fucking back that up. And we handed him out. We handed him out of the club. Fucking hell, disgraceful. And there you go. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Randy says Welbeck is very underrated. He does have his injury problems from time to time, but has been one of the consistent performers in the Premier League this season. And I agree with that. That's very, very, very good way of putting it, Damien.
He's a top boy, mate. He plays with a smile on his face as well. He's 35 years of age. He knows he's at the end of it. He don't expect to start every bloody game. But when he comes on, guys, it gives his all, and you can see the quality that he's got as a centre forward. He's quality. Dangerous as fuck.
Yeah. Leon agrees with you. Adama and Wilson would be two experienced super subs to bring on in the last 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to have seen. I'd like to have seen that against Palace, but he only brought Wilson on, who was a bit lost. Because, like I say, Bowen was still stuck out on the right doing nothing. Somerville weren't performing that well. So there was no service at all.
Damien saying the players got Rosinia sacked. Yes, he's a bit of a wally, but they need to make sure the players don't start thinking they can get managers sacked by downing tools. just because they don't like them. They desperately need to get their next appointment right. And I think you're right. And I think they're going to go big this time.
But you've got to look at it. See that game against Brighton, geezer? He started Rosenior first time. He went free at the back, all right? And you could tell, because I watched the full game, after 10 minutes, you could tell this isn't working. Brighton were fucking ruining them, right? It weren't working. You needed to change it after, say, 15 minutes, change it. And you could have changed it on the pitch without bringing anyone on. He just didn't. And it weren't until half-time he changed it. I think they were only 1-0. Lucky to be only 1-0 down. It should have been at least 3-0 down. But you could, you know, when you see something's not working, you've tried, right, put your hands up and say, fuck it, I'll fuck that up, change it, go back to a back four, and whatever. And he didn't. And I think that's what people look at and go, oh, my God, can you not see what everyone is seeing, even the commentators and all the fans, that everyone can see this is bad, this isn't working. And he didn't change it till half-time. You know, someone else might have gone his hero at half-time and said, mate, maybe the players. But for fuck's sake, we don't know what the fuck we're doing out there. This is a mess. And it weren't that much better in the second half, to be honest, but it weren't as bad as that first half, where they could have easily been 3 or 4-0 down. So, I think you had to go.
Mark says that I think Welbeck is older than Wilson.
Yeah.
And he's playing the way he is.
And he's quality. As simple as that.
Sonny's asking, does anyone think Bowen may be carrying an injury or just not in form?
Yeah, it's a good question, Sonny, because it's one or the other, or both. Or both, because he looks slower at the moment. He just don't look decisive. I watched him give away the ball in that first half 6 times. I counted it. 6 times he gave the ball away. And I'm going, Jesus, what the fuck are you doing, Bowen? I don't know whether he's out of form or with an injury as well. I don't know, but something's not right. Something's not fucking right, kid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rich says, when we sold Lampard to Chelsea, I sold a Chelsea fan on site. We had robbed them. Oh, he told a Chelsea fan on the site that we'd robbed them. Everyone laughed. How wrong was he? He said, Rich was wrong. Yeah. GP says the problem is we never sign players who do the job. We go for glamour buys like the Cat.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been known to do that on a few occasions. Leon saying has Rosinia been sacked? He's just back from work. Yes, mate. Apparently so. Damien says get a Big Sam. This Everton game will feel like defence is cancelling each other out at the weekend. Good shout.
It'll be a tough one, Randy, mate. It's a tough one. It really is. Yeah, it's going to be a hard game to win, man. Hard game to win.
Leon saying, well, to Randy, but we might as well have a look at this as well. What are we betting on the score on Saturday against Everton?
I don't know, geezer, do you? See, I'm not sure which way this is going to go because the Palace game threw me, the performance, you know?
Yeah. I think we'll scrape a 2-2. I think we're going to scrape the Desmond.
I don't know. I don't know what to pick for that. I really don't. What I can tell you what I want to see. I want us to nick it 1-0 with a shitty ass goal and take the 3 points. That would be wonderful because I believe Tottenham are going to go and beat Wolves, right? And that's in my head. Tottenham are going to Wolves. I think they'll beat Wolves. And so we need to match what they're doing, Geezer. So we need a win. Fucking the reality is, I think normally I'd say, look, if we get a point against Everton, it's a good point. But in the context of things, it might not be because we're back in the bottom 3. And that's worrying. That's worrying, Geezer. But I'd love to see us nick a shitty goal 1-0 win. And maybe that's why.
good question from GP here. He says, could Chelsea be tempted to go in for Nuno if he keeps us up?
No, I think they'd be looking more at Iraola or Glasner. I think Iraola would be. I think Iraola's a better manager out of the two of them.
But I think Glasner's going to become available, isn't he?
Both of them are going to be available at the end of the year, right? So, but Iraola, I could see a Man United going for him, or maybe Newcastle could change fucking Eddie Howe out the door and bring him in. So I think his stock is Iraola's stock is really high, and
I reckon Chelsea going for Eddie Howe.
I don't know, mate. They better get it right. They keep getting them wrong.
Do you know what?
Sure. Eddie Howe's not the answer for Chelsea. I don't think.
You don't?
He hasn't been the answer. Well, he hasn't been. Apart from last year, they won their trophy last year, right? He's done great for that. But you can see now he's run out of ideas at Newcastle. I believe Newcastle will get rid of him. So they're going to be looking for a new manager. You've got Iraola and Glasner will be on the market. Chelsea now need a new manager. I mean, he was never going to last with Xenia for me. Never going to last. Maybe they want a bigger name, but Iraola could do a great job for them. Whether he'd take it, you know what Chelsea like, they'll pay him fucking fortunes to come. So he might end up there. I don't know, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of managerial swap-arounds beginning next season. Loads.
Yeah.
And they're already happening, already happening. Wolves already done theirs, right, for next season in the Championship. Tottenham have already done their move. And there's two, they changed their managers already. Chelsea now have going to change their managers. There's three already before the end of the fucking season. And you're going to see, I believe, Newcastle will get rid of Eddie Howe. There's every chance. Carrick's a 50-50 whether they keep him at Man United. I had a feeling Pep might give it up at the end of the season. May not. There's going to be some changes, man. Some big changes. So we'll see.
Yeah. I actually personally think that if he keeps us up, he stays, Nuno.
Yeah,
and,
I don't think we're getting rid of Nuno.
If we go down, I think we'll do what we can to... Oh, my God. I just sent you a message asking you if there's any chance of a cup of coffee. And she's just walked through the door with a cup of coffee.
There you go. Sorted.
Oh, and give me that. Yeah, of course I'm still alive. Give me that. Look at this, look. Oh, yeah, look at this.
It looks nice. What is it?
What are they, sweet?
Yeah, those fucking Brazilian bonbons.
Oh, shit, I just broke it.
Well, that's the
Brazilian.
point. You're supposed to smash it.
Brazilian bonbons. Oh.
Sweet.
You're supposed to push it down.
Yeah, they got crispy coating. Oh, they're lovely. Coconut. Wow. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that with my right hand. Where's that? There we go. Who else we got? Oh, thank you. Hang on. Mandy. Good evening, Mandy. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Mandy.
Bowen has slowed for sure, she says. That left back had him in his pocket.
Yeah.
And that's unusual for Bowen.
Yeah. All game, Mandy. All game, mate. He weren't getting a thing out of him. That's why I should have switched him. Switched him or took him off, right? And give Traore a go against him. The boy was too quick for him. He was too strong for him. And that, like you said, Mandy, that's not Bowen. Bowen normally fucking, does well against these left backs. But this boy had him covered, mate, all game. And if it weren't him, it was that Mitchell. They just gave him nothing, man. Gave him nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he did look slower. He really did. He looked, a yard too slow. But there you go. You've got to recognise that to me as a manager and change something. Yeah.
Mandy's going for a 2-1 win.
Oh, God, Mandy. We'd bite your hand off for that, eh? Bite your hand off for that.
GP's going for 3-1.
Jesus.
Rich says that 1-0 will do him. Me too.
Yeah. Shitty 1-0, mate. Take it.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Damien says we need to be winning games. Absolutely, mate. Leon agrees with Mandy, 2-1. Oh, what a lovely cup of coffee.
Moyes ain't coming here. 3-1. Moyes ain't coming here to make it easy for us. I'm fucking tell you that much. We're going to be desperate to win this, chasing Europe. Desperate. So, I mean, it's going to be a really tight game. We've got to fucking hold them out. We need Mavs and Disassi to be on it again, and KWP, and Juve to put a better performance in, because he was a little bit hit and miss at that Palace game. Need him to step up. Fernandez to do his usual with Souček. And then we need our front fucking four to actually start producing. We need to start producing goals again. If we can hold them out, guys, if we can hold them out, to another clean sheet, no reason why we can't nick a goal against them or two. We've got to take our chances. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
I'm going to be doing as much lip reading as I can if Souček and Moyes have a conversation.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will before or after the game goes up, because Moyes loved old Souček, mate. He loved him,
and he reciprocates that. He loved Moyes, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, too much probably for Moyes. Played him at times where he probably could have done with a rest. He could have really done with a rest at times, and he never, because he just relied on him too much, I think.
Yeah. Happy says, we are much better at chasing over being chased, unfortunately.
Seems like that.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we're still 2 points ahead of them. So we got to match them at the weekend, which means we got to win, I think. If fucking Wolves turn up and do us a favour, fucking happy days. But I'm not seeing that. You've got to look at it that Spurs beat Wolves. You've got to look at it that way. And then, so what do we need to do? Point really isn't good enough. Puts it back in the bottom three. We need to win it. Read
that, though. Spurs have not more loses 21.
But these records are there to be broken, aren't they? You know what I mean? They are. And this isn't the Wolves team that were doing really well under Nuno or not. This is a Wolves team that's already fucking relegated. They've been shit this year. And a slight improvement since Edwards turned up. They've been better. They've had a few good games there, took a few good points off people. But the last couple of games have been slapped. We've been slapped. We've had about 7 goals conceded. And I think Tottenham are going to think this is where their campaign starts to stay up. Win at Wolves. There's the momentum to carry on. And that's what worries me. I don't want them to win at Wolves, but I think they will.
Yeah. Rich says, let's hope that Wolves play with freedom now and the weight is off.
I think they have been, Rich. I think they've been doing that anyway since Edwards turned up. They were relegated 2 months ago. They knew. In their heart of hearts, they knew they were down already. It's just official now. I don't think it changes much.
1 minute.
Fabregas.
That's a good point. Fabregas to Chelsea.
Well, I've got to do something. I don't know. Fucking hell. I think even Jason Cundy would do a better job than what Rosenior was doing. But we'll see.
Well, why not? Wolves beating Tottenham 2-1, says Dad, hopefully. I'll take that.
Davey boy, I can't dream that high. I can't. That would be wonderful. Wouldn't you love that?
Yeah. Wolves away is a tough game, mate.
It is a tough game. But if you're the West Ham manager here, you've got to say, and they say they don't look at other games, just worry about themselves. Bullshit. He's got to presume that Tottenham, he has to presume, whether it's right or not, that they beat Wolves. So where does that leave us? So he needs to know where we are. If he has to look at it that way, and you do look at it that way, Wolves putting up a good fight, but Tottenham beat them. West Ham, then where are you, boys? 1 point's not enough. We need 3. Yeah, and they're both games are played at the same time, Geezer. So you can't, look at what they did and then figure it out. You've got to presume they're going to win, and then you think, right, we need to win. We need to win. And I think that's the mindset you've got to go in with to get 3 points, which you will, but you can't bottle it near the end and think, oh, points good enough, like you did at Palace. You've got to look at 3 points.
Yeah. GP saying Deschamps to Chelsea if he quits France. He's not going to quit France in the year of the World Cup.
No.
Not a chance.
No one's quitting any international team to go to a club if they're in the World Cup.
Nuno being a bit more brave with attacking subs from being a good manager. Really need to see him use Wilson, Damon more. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Fabregas
if it's not
the same level of experience as Brasilia. Sorry, go on.
No. If it's not working on the pitch, you've got to change it. You've got to try and be more attacking. As simple as that. You've got to try and get a goal to, turning a point into 3 is so crucial at this time of year. You know what I mean? So crucial.
Yeah. Rich had a lovely pie mash and liquor tonight, he says.
Oh, nice, Rich. Fucking hell, mate. Would I fucking kill for that right now? Jesus, fuck. Been a long time since I had pie, man. Jesus, fuck. Don't get it out here, funny enough.
Leon says, I'm making him hungry. He hasn't had his dinner. Oh, bless you, mate. These are lovely. Very, very nice. Wolves' last 3 home games were 2-1 versus Liverpool, 2-0 versus Villa, and 2-2 versus Arsenal. They've not had a home game in the league since the 27th of February.
Wow. Yeah, that's when they were on their roll fresh, weren't they? They had a fucking great little spell there with Edwards. And but it's been a while. Now they've dropped off. And I just got a bad feeling Tottenham go there and beat them.
Damien saying that back four of Everton are big and slow. We need to get at them.
Need to really get at them. Need to get at
them. Daz says he loves pie mash and liquor, and Rich goes on to say that his missus brought it home for him as a surprise.
I watched one of them, them reacting fucking show the other day. Some geezer doing a pie and mash just to give you a thing of the pie and mash shop, right?
Yeah.
And this wank had fucking gravy on it, geezer, instead of liquor. I wanted to fucking smash the telly in. What the fuck are you doing, man? Who come up with that? What fucking gravy with pie and mash? That's disgraceful. I was outraged by it. Loads of white pepper and vinegar.
At least make an effort, eh?
Fucking gravy, you wank.
Weren't me, I'm bad to say.
You don't do that.
Wolves have been playing better in the last 6 games, says Leon. Agreed. Agreed.
We fucked them 4-0. Didn't they lose 3-0 at the weekend? Yeah. So before that, they were playing well. Last couple of games, they haven't been. We'll see. We can't rely on Wolves, right? That's what I'm saying. We can't rely on Wolves. I'm just going to presume that Tottenham have got another 3 points on the board. So where's that leave us? We need to win. And this is a hard game to win. Because there's always one. You know, when I ticked off all the games, this is one of the games against Everton I thought we'd lose. But I thought we'd beat Palace. And we haven't. So we swap the draw. If we were going to get a draw against Everton, we swap it. That's what we do. That's what we do. We got the draw at Palace. Let's go and beat Everton. That's what we got to do. Because after that, there's some hard games. So this is where we need to do it. And really piss Moyes off as well, just even better. We get a VAR that he doesn't agree with, or he's not one in that he's disgusted with. We foul someone, score a goal, chin the keeper, and then someone heads it in. Do something like that. Really piss him off.
Love that. What else have we got here?
Oh, I don't know about that. No.
Freshfielder says, have some dimmies, geezer.
You want some dim sums? Yeah. Only don't mind them here, actually. Little dim sums.
Leon wants to know what they are.
Little dim sums, mate. Little fried, full of mince.
Chinese, yeah?
Yeah. They're little Chinese dim sums, right? And they're sort of I wouldn't say batter, pastry type.
Yeah,
something like something like that. Yeah. And they've got some mince and herbs and stuff in it, and they're quite tasty. Very nice little snack. You deep fry them, goes up. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Rich says we've just got to match or better Spurs. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got to match them. And as I say, if they win against Wolves, I'm already presumed that they are. We need to win ourselves. See, because everything changes, guys. You know the mindset changes with every game, right? Well, they beat Wolves, and we lose to Everton. Fuck me. Then it's doom and gloom, isn't it? It's doom and gloom. Chelsea get all them stupid wanker North London supporters who already said for fucking 4 weeks that they're down. And we go, oh no, we're staying up now. Fucking wankers. That's what happens. Wonton rat. Yeah, that about covers it. The wonton rats.
Nice. Steamed in a bamboo basket, apparently.
Sometimes they're fried and sometimes they're steamed. Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes fried. Apparently, Mr. In Between loves them.
Yeah, that's that show. I haven't seen that show. I keep hearing about it, and it's an Australian thing. I'm not sure if I've got it.
Leon's got a wet patch on his chest because he says, Christ, my mouth is watering. Our draw with Palace gave them a lift. It kind of did.
It did, yeah. It did. They knew what the shit they were in if we'd won that game. That's high. 4 points. Would have been,
Come here. That candy on them is lovely. Really nice.
Literally just sugar and water.
Really nice. What else have we got? Not really much. People are throwing the chat. Rich says he loves Mr. In Between. When he smiles, are in trouble. Well,
yeah, I want to watch that. I don't know what I can get it on here though. I'm not sure I can get it. Apparently, it's very good.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
No.
Freshfielder says if you've not watched it, you should. Randy says could be 5 points clear, 3 or 2 points clear, or potentially 1 point behind Spurs this weekend. Well, that's quite a wide range of possibilities, isn't it?
Well, they are the possibilities, though. That's where it could be. That's why how important this game is.
Mm-hmm.
Could be it could be any of them, and we don't want the fucking latter of 1 point behind. We lose, they win. Back in the bottom three, with Newcastle, Arsenal coming up. It's hard, man. Yeah, we've got to win it, guys. We've got to win it, guys. We've got to have go with the mindset, and Nuno has to go with the mindset. We need to go and win this fucking game.
I think
no matter how good they are.
I think we get 3 points at Newcastle against Newcastle.
Well, that's a possibility because they've been so shite, guys. But sometimes they turn it on at home, don't they? And that's my worry. But it's a tough one to bank on. We're at home here against Everton. We need to fucking try. Whether we win it or not, we need to try and win it. That's what I'm saying. We can't just think a draw is a good result. It won't be.
No.
It won't.
And like Daz said, we got to win. It makes this game massive, says Leon.
Massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
It's huge.
It makes it huge. It really does.
Randy says it's nerve-wracking, mate, but all we can do is take away from Spurs and beat Everton and hope that we're 5 points, best case, and hope 1 point behind Forest after tomorrow's game they have with Sunderland. Okay, well, we did beat Newcastle at home last season, didn't we? I believe we did. Right, okay, well, look, we're coming. Oh, he says away. Sorry, away, not at home. I'm going to bring an end to proceedings in a minute because we've been going for like an hour and 50. And I really am busting to go and use the bathroom. My dog wants to go out. No, don't do that. I'm gonna wrap it up here because as I said, I've got a dog that wants to go out and I need to go to the bathroom, and we've been going nearly 2 hours. All right, mate.
All good, son. All good, mate. So for the best weekend.
Yeah. Right. Okay, then, everybody. Well, look, don't forget we are here every week at 10 o'clock or 6 a.m. for that poor bugger over there in Oz.
7.
7 at the moment, is it?
Yeah, 7 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, 7 a.m. Yeah. And in case anybody missed it, I'm just going to quickly show you my new screen cover. Look, there it is. Look. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Look. Good, isn't it? I like that. Looks quality, doesn't it? Anyway, just talking bollocks, really, am I? Right, okay, we need to finish this weekend off with a bang. We need to get 3 points if we can. That would be ultimate for us.
One thing before we go.
Yeah, go on, mate.
I was watching that TalkSport the other day. You know what comes across that banner at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And it said apparently it was a video of. Brilliant! I love steps. I'll take it.
Yeah.
There was a video apparently of Di Canio on a live stream of something, smashing his head on the table for whatever reason, but there was no context to it. There was nothing. Did you hear anything about that or see anything about that? No, apparently. That's what you just said on the bottom of the banner. It said Di Canio smashes his head on the table on some fucking live stream thing, whatever he was doing. I don't know, it was a football thing.
Yeah, they're probably talking bollocks and he's just going, oh, fucking hell, get me off of here. Do you know what I mean?
I'd like to know the context.
Like, he ain't backward in coming forward.
No, I just wonder if anyone's seen it or knows what the fuck that was about. I mean, it was over a week ago, so I meant to mention it last week, and I didn't. And I just wondered, I've never seen it. Maybe people have seen it. I just see if anyone there have seen that and know what the fuck it was about, the context of it. But there you go. They can let us know.
Sean wants to know if we're going to get the 𝘽𝗶𝘁𝙗𝗵 song again. No, mate. You get the new outro now. Leon says, put that back up so that I can take a photo. All right then, mate. I'll do that for you so that you can have a nice little screenshot of it. There you go. Let me get rid of the comment. There you go. There you go, mate. Right. It does make us look younger, though.
Oh, I don't know.
And that is one of the photographs we took in King's Cross when we met up that time.
No. London Bridge, right? London Bridge.
London Bridge, not King's Cross. London Bridge. I always get them mixed up. They both got big railway stations.
Yeah, basically.
What do I fucking know? So no, you're not going to get the 𝘽𝗶𝘁𝙗𝗵 song again, but you will get the new outro, which I am going to play any moment now. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, mate. Just hope for the fucking bit. Look, this relegation battle is on a fucking knife edge, geezer. Anyone who's writing Tottenham off are stupid. I'm telling you that now. They're stupid. They were a lot better against Brighton. They got fucked at the end, which was fucking delightful, mate. Delightful, especially from that router. Old Leeds boy, isn't he? But it was delightful that Brighton got it back and got the draw. But don't write them off, mate. Don't write Tottenham off. Only a fool would do that. And I think we have to be on it, geezer. We need another 2 wins minimum. Minimum 2 more wins. And we need probably a draw or an upset win that we're not meant to get. And I'm hoping, because I don't believe most people think we're going to beat Everton, and I think this could be the upset win. So let's hope we can do it, geezer. And because we can't rely on anyone else now.
Yeah. That's right. Apparently it was about Italian football. That's probably why Paolo headbutted the table. The state of it. Italian football.
Yeah, it is a mess. Yeah, it is a mess. All right, puts it in context. Thanks, Randy. I just didn't realise that. But yeah, so a win against Everton, geezer, changes a lot. And hopefully Wolves can do us a favour. But I'm not banking on that at all. Not at all. But there you go.
Okay, mate. Come on, you Irons. Come on. We're looking for a win this weekend against Everton. It is at the London Stadium. So if you are going this weekend, please be careful on your journey there and home and stay safe at the stadium. Make sure that you give the crowd, be part of the crowd, give plenty of support, give voice.
Yeah.
And
stick a quid in that bucket and one for me, please.
Yeah. Yeah. And if everyone can stick a quid in the bucket for Kieran, they'll do all right. The DT38. All right. So there are going to be 58,000 of you. So if you could all just stick £1 in the bucket for Kieran, I'm sure DT38 would be very grateful. Don't forget though, it is for DT38, and that is a really, really good cause. What we'll do, cancer and stuff. So
an Aussie boy too, man. He's an Aussie boy. Dylan to the Tom Beaters. An Aussie boy.
Yeah.
So,
great stuff. Anyway, until next time, if you want any more info on the DC38 thing, I'm sure it's on the club website, and you will probably see more information on it on the channels. Anyway, take care, everybody. We will see you next week. Budgie and Kieran, Old School Hammers, we're out.
See you later, chaps.
Thank you for watching the show. Old School Hammers are back next week with more news and lots of humor on West Ham Network exclusively. You won't find us on any other channel. We provide the chat and flannel. Old school hammers on Wednesday night or Thursday morning in ours, thanks to the live chat. You guys are just the best, the comments are great, in fact they are the best. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell and tune in next week. And laugh like hell